Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where we fight the divinity in every run. This is my first episode back recording after doing a week of Inkbound. It was a bit of a surprise. I didn't actually anticipate that they would be having the technical test like that. It's funny because I actually had let me see. I'd actually had last week's episodes. So the episodes of Monster Train that you just saw last week, I had them recorded before I even knew that the technical test for Inkbound was going to happen. So obviously none of those discuss Inkbound. I think maybe one of them does, which was like the day I found out or something. But basically none of those talk about Inkbound, and then here we are. This is the first one I'm recording since that Inkbound technical test happened. I'm just going to say, I think it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed not only playing it, but recording it. I think it was fun to do that. The funny part for me actually is that YouTube asked me to confirm that none of my content was offensive because of how much my views had dropped while putting up Inkbound content, which I find hilarious. YouTube's like, hey, you're performing really poorly this week. Did you start saying something offensive? And I just lost it. I mentioned it in Discord too. It's just hilarious to me. But yeah, it performed extremely poorly. As expected, I mean, the game is unknown right now. It has not been released. It is unknown. A lot of people only watch videos if they themselves are playing the game or have played the game. And if people are waiting for launch, then I don't exactly blame them. I think the game has a lot of potential. I think that they're doing a lot of things right that I'm looking forward to. They're doing things like the cosmetic approach is essentially Deep Rock Galactic. So purely cosmetic, quote unquote, battle pass, but you don't lose anything. As far as I'm aware, I mean, of course, they could change it at any point. So it's like it's a good setup there. You can just ignore that stuff, or you can get it all later. It's fine. And the gameplay is solid. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I think it's fun multiplayer, but I also the most important thing for me is that it's fun single player because majority of my time is going to be single player. It's actually the reason I don't play Deep Rock Galactic because I find that game is very weak single player. Sure, you have like AI, but it's all terrible and you're limited in what you can do. You're basically forced to play with people. And it's great if that's the way you want to play. And the game is good that way, but the game is very poor single player. Whereas I think Inkbound is very good single player, which is really important to me. So that's a stark difference there. But beyond the kind of like co-op plus battle pass approach of cosmetics, it's really very separate from Deep Rock Galactic. Not even really comparable at all. I really enjoyed it. I think the combat is fun. I think there's obviously some tweaks they need to make to UI. There are some bug fixes they need to make. I think we need more variety, of course. But I think they got all that feedback in the technical test, and I expect changes. I expect it to resolve those issues, and that's great. So fun. So back to Monster Train. Happy to do it. My YouTube channel is almost certainly going to be like, wow, you actually started doing something that people want to watch again. Almost certainly my algorithm push in YouTube has been completely decimated by playing Inkbound, but it's fine. I guess the last episode I did record was a train of thought as well, so I've done both train of thoughts this week. Interesting. Anyway, I like this one, this series, because I can talk a little bit about my intro stuff. I can talk a little bit about other things I'm thinking about, and so if something comes up where I'm like, "Ooh, man, I really want to talk about it," then it's easy for me to just do it here, play it on this one, and be fine about it. So I think that's a good way to be. We'll do Trainwreck separately this week. It'll be fine. But yeah, that's about as much as I want to say there. So we're on a 173 win streak here. Our previous Train of Thought episode was pretty legendary. We had a multi-strike 2 Sunderstone Thorned Hollow infused with Shadow Eater. We had Shroud Spike, Kindle, Packed Morsels. Capricious Reflection gave us permafrost on almost everything. There was Immortal Trade with Superfood Primordium, which I mean I could put a ton of lifesteal into Thorn Hollow. It went mad with power. I did not need many morsels. I just did a spike chain and created a ridiculous power play there. I'm pretty sure we had fossilized fangs in there as well. My notes just couldn't even include it because it was too many cool things. Truly one of the best episodes of this series ever. Hard stop. So that's awesome. Anyway, we're moving on to Fade, which is great because this is my first recording since not having played Monster Train for a week, so I'm sure I'm going to do terrible. But that's all I've got, so as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Let's play some Fade. Looking forward to it. Yeah, everything's set up. Yeah, Fade, blah, blah, blah. Cool, alright. Let's go. Alright, hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing just fine. Yeah, not much to report. It looks like I can't even get away from Umbra ever. Rough. It's actually not that bad. I don't mind too much here. We have Fate. It's hard to argue with it. But yeah, let's get in. We are Exile melting Exile Umbra. It's better than Shade Splitters here, actually. I think the Plinks are pretty good for the early game. They'll protect quite a bit. We're facing Rage Talos, Curse Arcus, and Patient Seraph. I mean, Umbra is also good into Patient, but in general, so is Melting and Fade at all, so it's fine. We have Molten Encasement, Antumbra Assault, and Engulfed in Smoke. These are all good. Stealth cards are great into Patient, just great in general. It's a good survivability line. We have both stealth cards in this case, which is a shocking amount of build alignment in my opener. And then Antumbra Assault is a directed ping, which is great. I could lean into morsels if I needed to. Kind of don't want to with Fade, but we could. Good stuff. It's actually a good opener. I like that a lot. Let's see. Temples are on 2, 3, 4, so all early, and then 7 and 8, so I have, ooh buddy, 5 temples. Always feels good to have. That gives me so much flexibility in my shard picking. We have a removal dupe magic side on 8, which is very powerful. Magic Shop, Steel Shop on 7. The Steel Shop is better. It has removals and Pyre Remains. We have a good Magic Shop on 6 with removals and money. There is another Steel Shop there, so we have Steels and Magics on 6 and 7 and 8. That's nice. I'm probably going to miss something in the earlier ones. Yeah, I mean, just looking at 5, right? You have no Magic or Steel Shops. You've got a bad Trinket Shop competing with an okay dupe, actually. We have money and a horde. That's actually okay, right? The money's not great, but at least it's not money health. The fact that you get a horde adds some value here. Let's see. Again, no steel shop on 4. Yeah, so there's this huge gap of no steel shops on 4 and 5. You do get a magic shop on 4 if I need it, but it's competing with removal, horde, remnant banner. Probably not going the magic shop. Yeah, we'll see. We do get double steals in the early game, so it's double steals, nothing, and then all steals as needed. Kind of an interesting alignment here. Banner-wise, we're seeing a Remnant banner steel side and an Umbra banner steel side in the early game. There is a Magic Shop Umbra banner as needed. Unlikely I go that way. Magic Shop's not that powerful for this opener, and an Umbra banner is not my choice here. But we'll see which Fade we get, because I could see this going a lot of directions. As always, Fade, we look at Forge first. Okay, we have no... Interesting, we have no Firelight, which is fine. This opener is good with Firelight, but we don't need it. Eternal Flame is functional. It's a good pickup here. How do I feel about Icarus on this run, though? That's the real question. It's a really difficult decision, just looking at everything. The stealth doesn't play nicely with Icarus. But most importantly, Icarus is good because she doesn't rely a lot on banner units, right? A lot of people will look at this and go, oh man, obviously Eternal Flame. And yeah, I think Eternal Flame is a stronger path in general. The problem is Eternal Flame is reliant on being a +1 to some other line. And I am in Umbra. Now, I'm not forced to play Umbra. There is some Remnant nonsense here. But what if it's just, I don't know, imagine the case where it's something like Tycoon, Lady of the Reformed, no real offensive direction here. And then with no offensive direction, we have Eternal Flame. We're actually quite weak if that happens. Whereas Little Icarus can be a run-winning solution on her own, as long as you get lucky and play safe. Right? It's all about that. Get lucky, play safe. Interesting. We don't have a great opener for Icarus here. That's true. That is a true concern. I'm dwelling on this because this is difficult. Let me think for a minute. I think it's Icarus. I mean, I think it's Icarus. I think if we had a better clan combo than Umbra here, I'd be a little more open to Eternal Flame, because I can always rely on the other clan for it. A good example of this is you have like Siren, Siren, Eternal Flame. Really solid lineup. And then you take like Space, you stick Eternal Flame in the back somewhere in the run, we use Stealth. I mean, that's a really solid run. But without anything else, and you're looking at Umbra, there's just nothing there, right? There's just nothing there. It's a really difficult decision. And you know, Icarus is a risk anyway, too. I mean, think about this. What if you get bad combat? I'm thinking, what is it? You know, the guys in gray armor, the Defenders of Light, or whatever that combat is called. You know, the Guardian guys that get damage shield when they hit an enemy and kill it on Slay. So they farm Icarus. But if I get Clergy, it's very different. But I also don't have any kind of HP scaling here. Whereas my last Icarus run, a great example, I opened at like Emblem of the Exiles and Restores, which are huge for her. I think I'm going to go Eternal Flame because, yeah, I think this is an Eternal Flame run, and we'll just have to hope we do pretty well. Capricious Reflection is nice. Refracting Lens, do I have any consumes? No. They're both very good. No, I hate Eternal Flame runs. She's actually my least favorite little Fade. Believe it or not. She's the least impactful Fade because she serves the role of a classic champion. She just hits. She's just better than a classic champion, right? She's like, I don't know. A good way of thinking about this is imagine Reaper Prince but good is a great way to think about it. Not only is she hitting harder, she's hitting first before dying. She's able to face tank, and she's one space. So there's just so many reasons why this is better than all those other ones, but she fills the same role in a run. You still need a line that wins with her. She is not soloing the combat, which is a concern. Now, I could potentially get around this by using Capricious Reflection to do some silly stuff. We could see a holdover perils from this. I think Capricious is stronger here. We'll grab it. It's fine. I have the tools to take this horde. We'll take the horde. Memorial Fund is interesting. I don't have dregs, not worth it. Exploding Candle's fun. I think Firewall is going to just be better, though. This early, lot of ways this can provide me value. Tons of value. Yeah, this combat would have been brutal. Guardians of Light is the name of it. I'd forgotten. I haven't recorded Monster Train for a week. Suddenly I forget the names of combats. I still know what they are. I can take this armor trial because of Eternal Flame and because I'm not Icarus and because of Firewall. I'd like her to die. I hate this, but I don't think I really have a choice. The damage shield there. We don't love it. So I have to put a Train Steward middle. I mean, I guess I don't. I put a Train Steward middle because I need to pop that Apprentice of Light. That's actually important. Is 20 damage enough to win this combat? I don't think so. I didn't draw a single ping. Ugh, come on, Monster Train. Both Molten Encasements. I want to save them for Relentless, possibly. Ugh, I hate this, but I think it is acceptable. I need to be careful. Right? What's the play here? I could put her downstairs and then do the same thing and give up the collector. I think I fall too far behind without the collector, though. I'm gonna need it. So, unfortunately... yeah, we take this. She's not very strong up top, which is a concern in my opinion. Now, the other truth here, I think I need to put... I think I need to put a train steward in back here. There's a lot of reasons for this. She hits for 20, then the slay happens, then the damage shield gets bonked out. I also could absolutely just kill her myself. Because we're taking 2 hits here anyway, right? I actually think that's potentially better. I actually think that is super better. And then we can do Entumber Morsel. I could have actually saved this Ember Drain if I had thought about it, but it's an interesting kind of pickup. Yeah, it's enough. 2 hits still, right? Yeah. Fun. Well, think about this. Immediate value from Firewall. I just leak this whole wave, no problem. And I think the real play here is Elevator Fade. I just leak everything up here because I'm not killing, right? I guess I could, right? 35, 8 is 43. I can do 3, which is 46. I come close. I could actually kill this guy. How much damage am I taking here? It's what, 5, 10, and then 2 hits, so 6. So 16 here. So I'm taking 7 real damage. I mean, this is Pyrowall's time to shine. What I really think should be done is we just jump fade up. I think so. I think this is really it. We just take as many rounds as we can reasonably get. We do 92 on the bottom. We let the top ride. It kind of sucks, but it's like we take a bunch of damage here. I take 10. Math. Okay. But it's fine, right? Because it's simple as just fade and engulfed in smoke and we get the kill. So, I mean, we take 10. It would have been a lot worse if I had not had Pyro Armor. So, glad to have it. Holdover Molded is an entire line unto itself. We should click that. Incredible. Interesting choices here. -1 Making of a Morsel, plus 10 Entumber Assault, plus 20 and Consume Mind Collapse. I don't actually mind this 20 Consume Mind Collapse. It's a lot of damage right away. Potentially good in general. It's a good card. I'm going to grab it. Yeah, we'll take this. Endless Big Sludge. You know, it's weird, but it's not bad. Or Endless Paraffin Enforcer. Weird. I mean, with all the stealth and Eternal Flame, Big Sludge's Infusion or Big Sludge himself are both really good here. So I'm going to grab the Sludge. Okay. I think Paraffin Enforcer is a good pickup here too, but again, not critical, I don't think. Let's go to this steel shop. If they show me a multi-strike, even though I'm whiffing on one of his upgrade slots, I don't really care that much. This slot would probably have just been like a plus 25 anyway, unless I got really lucky on double multi-strike, so I'm not that concerned. And then remember, Fate is also doing a lot of good work here on this run, so I'm not going to be that scared. Right? Maybe I get a trample stone. There's a lot of good ways this can go. Yeah, let's go left. I don't really need anything for the banners here. We're okay for the moment, but if I could hit a multi-strike early, I think it adds a lot of value. So we'll check. We will check. Burnout 1, there's a quick in that shop. Double Thorn Stones, huh? Baron plus Lady, no thank you. There's a chance I could re-roll this into a multi-strike I could afford. Purge plus 30, and plus 30, no thank you. It's fine, we're just gonna chill. I'm gonna chance it. There's a chance. It's a large stone and I can't afford it. We're actually fine with this. I'm gonna go on. Okay. Conduits. I can take spikes here. I have plinks and various other things that can help with this. We can just elevator fade all the way up. Not that big of a deal. It's as simple as fade, you plink. Every single plink hits the infiltrator there. Unreal. You play the sludge upstairs. I mean, that's it. Okay. Wow. Unbelievable. And I missed the collector for it because, again, with the double molten encasement draws, I have so many pings in this deck and I didn't see a single one. That is actually unbelievable. We put the fade upstairs because she gets a kill. She gives some rage, she dies, and then we just take... I guess we just take 8 to the pyre. I guess I could toss this molten encasement down. There's no reason not to. It's never hitting, but it is saving some life and giving some rage. Sure. It's fine. Real gross. Again with the no pings, though. I mean, it's okay. We still play fade, right? She dies. I'm still pinging something out. It's good. Primitive mold here. Right, she kills 3-1, comes in. I think this molten encasement gets a kill too. Yeah, cool. We'll take Rain Steward and give him both these morsels downstairs. Sure. I mean, the top floor is getting it, right? I'm not concerned. He does 106 damage right now and has 4 stealth. It's fine. I could give him more stealth if I wanted to. We can also put this downstairs and do like 100 damage to the boss, which is fine. So, yeah, she actually would have done better if she hadn't died to spikes. But it's, again, okay. Drop fade in. Pop an enemy. Reform. All is well. Well, we actually even save fade. Unreal. Good stuff. Okay, so strong. Took 8 to the armor. So immediately, I mean, pyre armor does so much good work here. Large stone molten encasement. Sure. Sure, absolutely, why not? Permafrost Wicklash. Hollow Drippings is permafrosted as well. That's some high-grade trolling. I don't think any of these cards are worth it. We'll skip. Double stack Immortal Trade. No, I don't think so. Another just set of pings I don't want. Again, skip there. It's unfortunate, but I think it's fine. We're still going to look at Umbra units here, because I want to see if I can find a multi-strike early. It would be helpful. Another quick burnout one. Well, now there's your multi-strike. It's in Sludgemaster. Now, here's a weird pitch. Can I win with Sludgemaster infused with Big Sludge? It is multi-strike. Let's think about this. What is Big Sludge? Big Sludge is a 1030 2-coster with a really good ability. His infusion carries that ability in and just makes it big. But a Sludgemaster's 1 space, so he becomes a 2-space unit. I could put 2 of them on the floor with like a stealth tomb in front. This is about to get whack, but I actually think this is sick. Right? Could give him quick too. Quick multi-friend. Let's re-roll this shop. It's not going to be quick. He has too low of life. He would just die to the Divinity. But we're going to spin this. Moment of Truth. How does 3-attack Sludgemaster look here? I need to think about this because if I see an intrinsic here... Yo, okay. Intrinsic Engulfed in Smoke fully enables this. Is this actually sick? think this is sick. Oh no, y'all, we're doing some Capricious Reflection BS. I think this is a winning line. And then we have to intrinsic the Engulfed in Smoke, which guarantees our lad does not die. And then we chill. I mean, this guy is enabled on turn 1. The only things you've got to watch out for are spikes, friends. So if I see, like, any HP bonuses here, I'm going to be in on it. Yeah, armor is good. Sure, we'll take armor. Armor buff is sick, actually. Yeah. Armor, ooh, wow, and money this early, huh? That's a really good pickup. 10 armor, 10 health damage, and 20 gold. Yeah, please. Might even be worth spell chaining that. And then go magic shop and focus on -1 in the old magic, -1 in, where is it, that's molded. That's pretty solid. Save the rest of your cash. I do think this spell chain is worth it now. It's a lot of shards right away, but we are actually crazy powerful. Cool, okay, monster train. We have a run. Big sludge. Sure, he's a scaling line, right? He does it. So here's the play. We actually can do this by sacrificing Little Fade on this particular turn. Well, I can maybe... No, I don't have enough Ember for it. We do sacrifice Little Fade. She dies. Good job. And then you put down Big Sludge Friend. I can actually get this kill. Now I have to be careful because Talos, but I could face tank with a bunch of morsels. So check this. I ping myself. It looks terrible. Oh no. What have I done? And then it works out in my favor because I get a whole bunch of morsels and stuff. Right? It's just so much damage coming in. It's pretty good. Yeah, 40 by 3 is a nice way of being. I will plink middle. Cool. The nice thing about this is I actually do still get value from the Morsel Master here. He's doing pretty well. Get a kill? Sure. We're doing okay, is the way I'm seeing it. Yeah, old magic is a huge win here. We just plop that down upstairs. Loving that. Big money. I start the stealth stacking upstairs now, too. For sure. We are a big fan. I think we just... 3 hits coming in. Yeah, we just shoot on... We go mid-floor here with Fade. She dies. That's okay. And I ping one of these back fellows. And we take... Honestly, damage shield is really good here, and we leave the other morsel in. Yes, this should be strong, right? I think we're almost strong enough. Yeah, we actually clobber here. I can just hold over molded back the molten encasement up top, which is pretty great. I should do a plink upstairs because, yeah, if I get lifesteal or something, it's pretty cool. I bonk on middle. I mean, this is looking compelling, yeah? This is looking very compelling here. We just do the same thing over and over. We bring back the molten encasement, it face tanks, and eventually we drop Fade in, and it's going to be okay. I will plink middle, even though I give up some of these fun powers. I'm looking for morsel shenanigans. Kill on middle, it's good. I do want to elevator her is the thing. We're doing 100 damage here, which is quite a bit through. This floor looks strong. We mold back upstairs. Yeah, again, this molten encasement now getting a little durable, but that's okay. Burns out in 3 turns. You still may as well play it, right? It protects the floor. Yeah, sure. And then we elevator Fade with the boss. She just kills the front lines. It's cool. We lose a morsel, but I don't care because remember I have the holdover molded, so we're actually very safe here. Although I guess I didn't really lose the molten encasement anyway. It's fine. I would actually like this stealth tomb to die, so we'll put it in front and then I'll feed the morsels there and then we elevate her Fade and she does 95. You may as well just blast her for 20. We're looking very strong into this combat, yeah? And then we just bring back the other tomb. And you drop Fade in the back, and this is extremely easy. 1 round. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so we're in a really good shape here. Cool. Trample Stone is definitely it. As much as I like Intent on Death here, Trample Stone is... yeah. It's also a Permafrost Trample Stone, which is huge. Legion of Wax with Endless. Man, there was a run here that could have been real silly. But we have our line. It is... this. It is Big Sludged infused into double multi-strike Morsel Master with an intrinsic engulfed in smoke. That's our run. I'm sticking to it. There is an argument for space eventually, so I can have 2 of these, plus a self-infused tomb, plus Fade in the back. Although I'm also cool with just elevatoring Fade constantly. I think we take Draw for now. Yes, we take Draw for now. I am looking at this magic shop. Yeah. Draw, good draw, I like it. It's definitely not a removal angle here. We're going left. I don't need these upgrades, but I do want the value of the magic shop here. First -1 for sure goes into the old magic. This is a 2 Ember swing. That is very valuable. I don't need remove consume here. Let's look at this temple real fast. 10 in piercing and spell chain. No, I don't need or want either of these. I am going to reroll the magic shop. I don't think this +10 adds a lot to me here. You might as well put this on an Entumbra Assault. I think this will pay for itself eventually by getting me some slays. Double stack. Stealth 4 is tempting. That's expensive, though. I don't like it. Let's take this -1 into the molded. This is the other -1 I really need. 20 consume a blink is good. We're fine with it. I do think removals are nice. What am I looking at coming up? No shops of import here, so let's just burn a train steward and move on our way. Forge says, yeah, I mean, you could pivot the Firelight here. We're just going in on Eternal Flame. This is a great example of how Eternal Flame works. You just need a line that is strong in Relentless and able to win and clear floors, and then Little Faye just complements it. We kind of we lucked into it, really, is the thing. I could do this self-infuse on tombs later. I have options for that. There's no reason to take these shards now. We chill. We move on. Good stuff. Is there removals coming up? No removals. I guess I could go on the dupe and use this as the moment to dupe the big sludge friend. Ancient Hate. We can do this, I think. Remember, Pyre Wall is doing huge work here. Ooh, buddy, that's pretty scary, actually. Let's go Fade up top, bottom. She just kind of gets cruised. Yeah, hate to see it. I want Big Sludge. Yes. He, of course, has to go on top floor. We get the old magic, which is really good here. I think I do want to put the Molten Encasement down more than I want this engulfed in smoke, though. Yes. Okay. We clear the scary stuff up top, which is really the most important thing. I was going to say, a bit concerning if I played up top here, I kind of do want an elevator. Ooh, man, that clipped conduit having damage shield is walking to the pyre for sure. I could always plink. Or actually, the right play here is we Entumbra Assault the Collector, and we get some cool morsels up top, which might do something. Anything that does damage answers my concerns right away. Yeah, cool. So you just drop in some excavators here, and they deal with that last 1 damage. Great. Which means Fade goes bottom. Very good. Now, I do want to Entumbra Assault the back and Mind Collapse it. My goal is to maybe drop this damage shield. Fine. Top floor is cleared. We're getting 3 hits on the floor. Very good. I get the molded here, which is nice. Yeah, you see the problem. If I plink and hit that damage shield, we get it. Well, I'm gonna blindly let that go to the pyre, I think. I think that's just gonna be it. I could put her down, but she doesn't really help it, right? Because she swings first, and then the Clipped Guardian goes. So we're just going to keep elevatoring here. That's a shame, but it's fine. I mean, hey, it's why I have the Pyre Armor, yeah? And it's really it. So, how much incoming damage is this? It's enough. It's enough to kill this thing. Great work, go team. We're now getting Fade to the point where she's actually just killing enemies. Man, all of these upgraded conduits are really scary. It's a good thing I have such a strong floor. Right? We're not going to leak anything more, I don't believe. No, we're actually chilling. Cool. And we even lose our tomb again. So that's pretty cool. Play out the Train Steward here for an extra tank. We managed to stop other further incoming damage here, which is good. She does a lot of damage, which is pretty cool. I'm going to take that old magic for sure. I gain 2 curses right now. How am I feeling about this as a result of that? You may as well keep the molded going. I could potentially just win down here. If I wait, what do I get? Nothing really. The old magic never comes back. I take 3 curses next turn. I could bounce them. It's not a big deal. We'll take it. I mean, this wins. Yeah, never mind. We're actually just chilling. Cool. Fade just 1v1s the boss when you have that many turns. So that's pretty fun. Cool. We get everything here. Permafrost engulfed in smoke. Hallowed Halls is an interesting option with permafrost as well. That's the nuclear choice here. I think permafrost Hallowed Halls. Yeah, that's pretty nuclear, because that's like, I don't know, I lose everything, we burn out all of our rage, and we're just going to send it here. But Permafrost Engulfed in Smoke is a really nice kind of backup here, because I want this intrinsic one to be cheaper, but if I'm sitting on one, that's nice, extra stealth. I think that Permafrost is the only reason I'm considering taking that one, and the reason I did take it. That free Permafrost, I would never click this Engulfed in Smoke without it. Ooh, buddy, you want to see the quick Ember Forge? How about that holdover Crucible extension? Double stack Void Binding. Yeah, we skip those for sure. Good cards. Good cards. Now, this is a good dupe opportunity, although I did get a lot of cash there. I do like the cash. I could go to the trinket shop and look for something. Double Extinguishes, right, is an option. Not much else I would really look for. Meanwhile, this is a very strong dupe, right? I'm going to want to dupe this guy eventually anyway. Let's just go to the right. Let's just get this dupe. It's a really good opportunity for it. Yeah, I should just do this. It also powers me up right now. Yo, Hammer Chestplates, actually really good. 5 HP on my lad is nice. I'm going to take it. Yeah, okay, Sinner Salve. You got me. It would be nice into Arcus here. It is kind of nice into Arcus. We're killing at least one of them. Arcus doesn't scare me as much as Fell would. If this were Curse Fell, I think I might lean more on the Sinner Salve, but it's not. Let's just take the chest plates. I think this is the right call. Even though it makes Fate a little more durable and everything else, the 15 HP is just, it's a nice little comfort zone if I go over 100 shards, because 10 HP is, you have to hit exactly 100 shards to have 9 damage from the Divinity. So if I totally whiff in some horrific way, I can survive because of that 1 HP. But if I go 105 shards, insta-kill. And that's scary. So this extra 5 does a lot of good value for me. We're going to take the Horde, of course. Lost Luggage is ridiculously good here. Resin Block is overkill. Yeah, it's Lost Luggage here. That's good. We are going to dupe the Sludge Friend right away and move on. 95 shards in a ring 5. You know, that's a lot, but it's fine. We can comfortably take the armor here, I believe. We will do enough damage. I'm looking for ways that my floor dies. Yeah, so here's a good play. You get Little Fade up top. Yeah, you drop both Morsel Friends. And then we just blast little Fade here. And we toss in HP morsels. And we actually still ping in the back and get a kill. And I can play the Umbra Stone. I don't think the stealth is going to do anything for me right away. Yeah. Honestly, that's great. Little Fade lands. She doesn't kill anything, but we missed the Collector again. You know, Monster Train, it happens. It's fine. I have this old magic, which is doing great work here. It figures. I want Fade to die, but she's never dying here because of HP reasons, so it's okay. I'd like to play out the Train Steward here. It does something. We'll toss the Plink at it, sure. Alright, fine. We might have enough here to get a kill of some kind. Hey, we take these. That's great news. Interesting. I can actually do Antumbra Assault for morsels here. We drop in a whole bunch of morsels, and then we actually can get the stealth rolling a bit, which I think is worth it, right? And then we just take some HP in the middle and keep this Train Steward alive a bit. Alright, we get kills. This is one of those runs where you just need to get him running. You need to get him going. We get the tomb upstairs. That's great work. I do want to hold over the molded. I want to play the Fade down below. She doesn't die. It figures. Do that Plink. I'll take it. Sure. You know, actually, this Antumbra Morsel having 11 HP has been relevant for this combat, so fair enough. Okay, we now have a good target for the reforms here. It's great work. It burns out in one. So we play the Engulfed in Smoke here. We then Molten Encasement. He burns out. It's good. I may as well put the other Molten Encasement down. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. We're looking good. We've gotten to the point where I'm getting enough kills. I think we easily win this. I'm going to mold back the non-burnout one. Actually, I can put back the Molten one because he's taking enough damage here. Yeah, takes that 16, no problem, which is good. I'm going to go Fade downstairs, and then we just Engulfed in Smoke her, and we casually chill. Cool. We're doing great. We're doing great work here. We Elevator Fade. Turns out she's good. Agreed. She does another 200 damage. We do the Burnout 1 Molten Encasement now. I did this intentionally. So we get the stealth rolling still. Well, I guess I could self-kill it if I really wanted to, but it does not really matter. Yeah, we're fine. Cool, good job. Fade's doing excellent work, and then we already went upstairs. Cool. I don't even use Fade for this anymore. I just drop in a Molten Encasement, and we have it. Cool. It doesn't even actually kill the Molten Encasement, which is pretty funny. Yeah, pretty good stuff. I think we have this, I don't want to say in the bag, but we have the pieces we need. You know, Wickless Recruitment with a Permafrost, another really good choice. A very weird one. This is, my Morsel Master has died and I had to reform it. How do I save it? Right, that's what this is. Yeah, that's fair. That's pretty good. Weird. And the thing is I'm not really using a lot of my card draw here for a lot. I think this is a great Permafrost card to have. Just another security choice, right? I mean, hey, -1 engine upgrade is actually pretty legit too. Genuinely speaking, yeah. Kind of wild, right? I will go left here, I believe. The -1s are important, or at least useful. I don't need the Merchant of Steel for anything. I have the Holdover molded, so I don't really care all that much about the Molten Encasement being endless. Yeah, let's go left. I think it's fine. Yeah, we'll look at Magic Shop stuff. I do want to remove bad cards, so, I mean, Train Stewards are, like, super dead here, right? I don't even want to play them. More permafrosts. I mean, it's truly just make everything permafrosted. I love it. I do think removals are going on the train stewards here. They're very bad. They need to go. -1s are good. I want to make these engulfed in smokes more accessible. I'm going to save the intrinsic slot here for a possible -2 because I am seeing a last ring magic shop, so I could always kind of back out. We will -1 the permafroster as kind of a backup. I'm going to put a +10 in the other Antumbra Assault. It's good. I do not believe I need another permafrost. It's expensive. I don't want it. Holdover. Well, it's a strange choice. I'll 20 consume a plink. That's easy. And I'll -1 one of the Antumbra Assaults just so that this does... Actually, it's going to be the Umbra Stone. I want this more playable. I want to make my run able to function without an Ember pick, right? I'm going to buy a removal and cut the last Train Steward. I might buy an... I'm going to buy another removal and cut a Primitive Mold. Blinks are pretty bad, but they get rid of damage shields, they get rid of spell shields, and eventually they become 20 consumes, right? Whereas these Primitive Molds do nothing for me at all. Yeah, one more removal is good here. 26 cards. I like it. I'll save the rest of my money. The holdover is an interesting idea, but I really don't think I need it. This would be great if I didn't have the holdover on Molded, but I do. Remember, our goal here is to make the intrinsic engulfed in smoke last enough in stealth that I'm guaranteed to see a molten encasement by then. So if I see it in the first 6 cards, that means I then have 12 more that I draw before I've gone through everything. So I still need to cut a lot of cards or improve my densities. So that's 12 cards that I have to look at of 20 for 3 card choices. One of my 2 tombs or the other engulfed in smoke. So, fine. I don't think this money does anything for me. I'm looking for other things from these temples. Yeah, we chill. I could just buy a removal. I actually think another removal is good here. We're going to cut another Primitive Mold. Just improve that density even further, get that equation even better in my direction, and then we move on. We should slam Arcus. I fear no Arcus. Well, that's a really good plink on turn 1. Yep, that's really good. Cool, I know a handful, don't even really care. I'm going to fade up top. Yes, I'm going to Sludge. Going to Jeweler. Yes, I'm going to self-ping. Fade. I'm going to play HP Morsel. It's actually going to be Attack Morsel here. I'll toss in Antumbra downstairs. Good. Cool. Not big sludge down there. We play the Fade downstairs. She kills a friend. I actually think we kill both the friends up there, which is pretty cool. Then you play other big sludge upstairs. It is good to stop this incoming damage. Sure, I think this is fine. Alright, now I do need deaths upstairs is kind of important. How do we achieve that? Hold over the Molded for sure. What is this, a Rally Shard? Let's get some damage in the front here. The reason I want damage in the front is so that he gets the trample, and when he tramples, he actually kills something. We really just need the first kill. That's really it. I'm going to kill the Curse Friend on bottom here. Yeah, extra damage is good. We'll take it. I will just burn this other Jeweler. I don't need him. Cool. This is good. These guys walking up, nice. I'm definitely playing that Umbra Stone. We're doing 192 upstairs, which is pretty solid. I think it is just the encasement upstairs. That will be guaranteed rage as well. Yeah, guaranteed rage. We do want him up there, even though it is... Oh no! I guess I could stop the Ember Drain? Sure. Why not? Bottom floor needs fade. Yep, that's true. I will plink bottom. Well, I think we're at an okay place right now. Yeah, I think we're okay. It's also 15. 1 damage is actually important here. I'm going to burn the plank upstairs and just get rid of it. Alright, fine. Yeah, 2 curses, not ideal. We are okay up top. Hold over the molded. Fade on middle is good, I believe. Sure. I guess I'm just gonna burn out this jeweler. We're okay with it. Top floor is... Okay, top floor cascades here, which is really the most important detail. Right, they're cascading, which is very good. I would like to play the Engulfed in Smoke here. I'd like to mold back the encasement. I will accept the Ember Drain on this one. I think it's worth it. Fade finally perishes, which is also good. We've got it now. Yeah. Once you start killing entire waves upstairs with that trample nonsense, you kind of have it in the bag. Molten encasement. Are you dying here? 16? Yeah, you are. Good work. So let's play the Engulfed in Smoke. Then the encasement. Great work. Fade chills downstairs. She gets a kill. It's fine. And the rest of this is now fine. Now that we have the cascade, we're doing it. Good work. Weight of Contrition. I'm going to blast the other... We're going to play for money, of course. I'm getting that old magic in. Give me that money. I'm going to drop the encasement upstairs. Actually, I'm going to molded back this other one here because the damage on this floor is high enough. And then I'm just going to put the encasement downstairs to give an extra 250 damage to fade. The top floor is doing plenty of damage here, so I'm not concerned in the least. Engulfed in Smoke, very good. Molded. Back the Burnout 1. This is the reason I did this, because now I get the Burnout 1 upstairs, which actually works. Fade, I reform the other one. Casual 465 damage there. Looking good. Cool. Meanwhile, top floor is doing plenty of damage to win. Great work, go team. Cool. Don't even need fade at this point. Again, another just 2-round win with plenty of stealth. This looks solid. I'm just going to say it like it is. This looks solid. -1 Hallowed Halls. They're really tempting me. I don't want it, though. We have the line. Remnant Pact is not it. Let's skip these. Permafrost Forever Consumed. Hilarious. Now, the real question here is space. If I take space, I can jam fade on that top floor. I don't need her to be there, though. I don't need her there. Take more card draw? The thing is like, what do I get out of card draw? I mean, it's really good because it means I'm much more secure into the Divinity, right? I'm guaranteed then to see my cards in time. Oh man, card draw is really good. I even forgot to do the math with the Lost Luggage, because that adds a few extra cards as well. I'm seeing 10 on turn 1, 15. I draw 6. It's a possibility. 3 cards. They all 3 could be bottom decked. If I remove more, I actually don't need more card draw. Yeah, if I remove more cards, I do not need more card draw. And I am removing cards, right? Guaranteed. I'm cutting at least 2 on 8. Possibly 2 on 7. Although I do think that Magic Shop is better. I don't need card draw. I think space is the pick here. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. You may as well make your floor stronger, right? So I'm going to go left here for the magic shop. I think this is better. Yeah, for sure. I might see an overstack or something, which could be fun. Look at the magic shop first. No reason not to get information. Yeah, I mean, like, 20 consumes are huge. Big fan. Just take those. We're going to look for a -2. None. An intrinsic is cute. Intrinsic engine upgrade? I don't really need the intrinsic. Forge is easy. This is just Eternal Flame Mark III. Yeah, fine. Look at this Caverns now. We see Nexus Spike or a Purge. What are my Nexus Spike options? Well, I mean, the Nexus Spike choice here is you do Engulfed in Smoke, and then you intrinsic that, and you get 4 stealth for 2 Ember. The downside is I already have an intrinsic on 1 Engulfed in Smoke, so it's kind of a waste. I don't actually think that there's a very good argument here for it. I think I'm just going to Purge, honestly. I'll just do a Purge here on a Primitive Mold. I shouldn't remove all of them, but remember I do have this molded, so we're going to be okay, right? Yeah, I'm just going to burn a Primitive Mold. That's honestly fine. Free removal is great news. Magic Shop. Remove Consume? No thanks. -1s are good. At this point, we're just making these Antumbra Assaults free, I believe, or at least one of them is going to go free. Sure. Spin this. Looking for the 20 Consume? Yeah, 20 Consume is good. Burn another Plink. We love to see it. You may as well make cards free. I really don't see a reason not to. 13 is not doing much into the Divinity, but it's also not needing to. I don't really care all that much here. It will hit some things of relevance. A great example of, if this thing did 5 damage, it would be just a much better card. 15 is a much better threshold. There are a lot of things that hits that you just miss otherwise, like Shaman and stuff like that, but it's okay, right? I guess I could toss another +10 into it maybe eventually if I see it. Do a 23 damage, friend. I'm actually going to chill on that. What's my -1 going into then? The Primitive Mold I never cast? Any of my 20 Consume cards? Absolutely not. I guess I just save this money. I don't actually need the -1s. And we chill here because I don't think any of these offer enough value. Right? True. Okay, fair enough. Let's move. A great example of I am going to be over 100 shards here. No getting around it. Am I strong enough to beat the armor emblem here? Maybe? Maybe. Ooh, that's tough. This is tough because this is the last combat that doesn't start with weak waves. This starts strong. I'm doing, what, 60 damage on the floor? I guess if I put Fade in, it buffs up. You get 5 rage, so it becomes 10. So they're, what, 60-60. In the worst of case, I don't lose here. I think I can take the armor emblem, but it's scary. It's less scary than... Okay, we're actually okay. Just burn these Primitive Molds out. It's actually not as bad as it could have been because I can play Fade upstairs and get her killed immediately, which is some useful value here. Right? Yeah, and then we also get some damage. That helps a bunch. And I can Plink bottom. Wow. We actually killed the Conduit. Surprising. I'm going to leave that morsel in. Okay, fair. Alright, we're going to do... Yeah, it's... Encasement. Think about this. We want to Fade middle because she hits into armor, which I think potentially enables another kill. We definitely want Sludge upstairs, man. Of course we want him. Yes. I think I want to get some stealth active up here. So we're going to play the Engulfed in Smoke at 1, then drop in the Encasement. Then we're going to Mind Collapse for cash. I think we could be fine. Okay, we're taking some hits. I can actually do some work here by doing Antumbra Assault, Primitive Mold Burn, and then you put in the other encasement here. An extra 40. I could also just commit Fade to this floor now, which gives a kill. I think there's a strong argument for it. She kills the front, and then it's what, 90, well, like 114, 60, 100. I mean, it also adds a little more. It definitely pushes more damage into here. I'm going to put her in front because she's going to take some of these Wilt Wings hits and then eventually die, which I like. Yeah, if I plink upstairs, we actually get both kills, and we cascade off of that. I mean, this is a great example of this is what you want, right? The fact that she's able to enable both of them to get their kills. Like, this is strong. That's a strong play. And you bring back this. All fine. We just push damage in the front here with the money. Great work. Yeah, I mean, we're looking pretty good here. We just burn the plinks on random floors to get rid of them, and we're hitting it, yeah? Yeah. Cool. Now, if I actually wanted to do this right, I think the way you do it is you put the encasement in the middle here, so that Fade still gets hit, right? Kind of an interesting idea. I do want Trample on the front, friend. Yeah, I think we're good, actually, right? You may as well drop these morsels, get them out of there. Yeah, we're chilling. Cool. We've now cascaded, looking good. Great work. Go team. I can kill Fade at long last. I no longer require her assistance. Good job. Go team. Again, we love it. I do mold back the encasement. I'm going to drop in the one and the other here. This will work out in my favor. Take some old magic action. Love that. And just burn out some morsels here. Sure. Cool. Seems good to me. Alright, we got it. That initial turn, a little scarier than one would have liked, but it is okay. Now, I did this intentionally, so I'd have a burnout 1 on this turn for unnecessary more stealth. 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 It's good. It turns out stealth is strong. Alright. And now... Ooh, we get more money. Love that for me. Cool. And then, I mean, you now drop in Fade. She actually perishes. That's funny. I could save her. Save her. Live. Live, curse you. Live. We did it. Great work. Fade lives. Amazing. Good job. I mean, honestly, we had that in the bag. It was just a matter of navigating that initial wave. Resin removal is fun, but I already have this lovely wickless recruitment for the debuffs. It's pretty good for... Oh, that's actually really good for spikes. Never mind, we're going to take it. Is resin removal a good card? Answer, yes. Permafrost, Grovel, no thanks, we're good. None of those other cards were worth really mentioning. I do think it is removal dupe here. I can't imagine value elsewhere. I just don't need Endless when I have the holdover, right? No -2s in the universe, sadly. Plus 30 on that Antumbra Assault is pretty tempting. Winged Technology fades first blade. Funny. Yeah, don't care. Reroll that. Chain of Gems is good here. I've done the math on this before. I need a little more money for Guild Marker to be worth it at this cost. I mean, you can run the math if you want to. I don't think it is fine. Mask of Penumbra is a draw relic sometimes. I think the play is Chain of Gems, though. That is a really good pickup. Happy to have it. The removals here are simple. I think it's just primitive molds. We have the molded, which is enough for me. Although I do want to look for a 20 consume first. And another holdover. They really want it for you, yeah? I mean, I'm going to put that plus 10 into Antumbra Assault, maybe. what am I doing? Like, here's the question. What is my dupe here? My original plan, for the record, was self-infused tomb, rather. English is hard. You self-infuse the tomb, and then you dupe that guy. That's a lot of stealth. It's also a lot of shards I don't really need, but I also don't think it actually matters. I think we're good because of the card draw here. We've answered all the questions. The removals are just primitive molds. I mean, I can't think of anything else that would need to go. Yeah. It's one primitive mold for sure. The other one might be that Plink if I don't hit a 20 consume, but I don't see the value in... Yeah, let me be real with you. I'm going to go to 23 on Antumbrisol. I don't see the value of going to 43 here. That's fine. The -1 is actually pointless, although I will put it in the Engulfed in Smoke since we never hit the -2, sadly. So that's worth it at least. Sure. Holdover, no thanks. Reroll. No 20 consume, which means I remove a Plink. Yep. Plink is worse than that primitive mold when it has no 20 consume in it. Great, 23 cards, drawing 6, and 10 on turn 1. I'm guaranteed to see a card. Think about this, right? I see 10, 13 cards left. I then have 2 turns to hit my stealth unit. So with 2 turns, I draw 6 into 13, so 12 cards. I have 3 cards in the deck that do it. So only one card can be unseen, which means I'm guaranteed to see 2 of them. So we have it, right? We're locked in. Now, if I want to make this more secure, I think what you do is you self-infuse the Stealth Tomb, and then we dupe that. This keeps the same density, but it like greatly increases the power overall. Now, I could maybe still get away with this, right? Because I am guaranteed to draw them all, right? 22 cards. We just talked about this. I draw 10, then 12. I only need the 1, right? And we just stick Fate on the floor eventually. That is true, actually. I could then dupe the old magic, which is potentially better, right? Because I have 2 cards here, so I go to 23 and we're fine. Interesting. Yeah, so duping the old magic is nice because it provides armor, which is a good hedge, I think. It's also 10 damage, which can help with your initial turn. The most important part being it's 10 damage, which helps you get those initial kills. I'm going to do that. I actually think this is correct. We're going to take that, which is 23 cards. I have 625 gold, by the way. You may as well take the Mask of Penumbra, I think. There will be opportunities for it to represent at least 1 card draw in a run. Sure. And I'm going to burn another card. We're just going to actually burn this last primitive mold here. Yeah, which gets me back down to exact levels. And we're chilling, I think. 130? I mean, I could go 150 here. I could go 150 here. It's kind of a strange... I mean, why, though, right? What does this add? Makes mini-bosses harder. Divinity does more damage. Why? I don't think these add any value, so I'm not going to take them. This is the Train of Thought series. Remember, the Train of Thought series, the goal is to win the runs. Our goal is not to hit a certain threshold. Like, these upgrades do nothing for me. Like, making a Plink that goes away do 50 damage is why. It's wasted most of the time. You give the Divinity more health than any damage you've done to it. That Intrinsic offers nothing. I'm seeing all my cards. My deck is very calculated. We'll just move on. I'll talk to while we're fighting this boss. But our deck is very calculated in size to guarantee that I'm going to see the important stuff in time. Right? So everything is fine. Like we already hit. Great work. So, granted, this man do have trample, so we gotta play this intelligently. Right? So, you Molten Encasement. How much Ember do I have? I have 3 Ember I can play. Right. So, Fade goes downstairs. Yes. Good. She dies. It's fine. I wanted her to get rid of that. Now, I could have given him the damage shield, actually. What my eventual plan here was obviously hold over molded. Yes. Obviously hold over molded. Now, yeah, so my play is because the Light Wings is here, you drop encasement, he dies, right? And I can safely protect both sludges here. This is important, right? This is important because I wanted to make sure that his trample wasn't going to trample this encasement through my floor. Because look, I only have like 36 HP here. He does kill it, but because he put the Light Wings up here, we're fine. So he never actually attacks. Good. Great work, in fact. We're going to toss Old Magics up front. I think that they're very good here. We do mold back the encasement. It burns out in one. So the play is Fade Middle, and she's going to be very durable. And then we do Engulfed in Smoke, Molten Encasement upstairs, and you may as well take the kill here and then take Morsels. Right? I may as well toss them. I get the recruitment, which is good upstairs. That gets rid of that melee weakness. I could burn a man downstairs. It's fine. If I had been smart, I would have put this encasement in the back, by the way. But it's okay. We'll just beef up Fade, and it's going to be fine. Yeah, we beef up Fade, and she will be okay. She's going to bait, and that's actually going to be great. It's just very funny. Yeah, she perishes. I'm okay with it. I do want the Trample Stone down. I want the mold back. Molten encasement on the floor. Damage shield, question mark. Not amazing, but fine. Just burn the planks. Sure. I don't want to deny these kills. I want these kills going upstairs. This is actually important to me here. I'm going to do some Old Magic action. Good, looking good. Cool, I will hold over the molded. I will burn the plink off floor. Yes, how many hits do I need? 1, 2, 3. And then he does it. I could do it on floor, right? It still gets this kill. And then we can get some morsels for next turn, which is cool. And then, sure, I'll take some Old Magic activity. Here's Fade chilling on middle, doing fine. Good stuff. Cool. We should be okay. He's going to... Yeah, he does the melee weakness upstairs, but it's fine. We hold over the molded. Let's see. 21 is a good number here. Let's blink first. Right? Yeah. Okay, so hitting the back like that is a bit bad. But we're okay, because now what I do is I do Molten Encasement. Damage shield. I did it to myself. I did that one to myself. Hey, look, paying it again. I'll take the 9. I did that one to myself. It's okay. I'm gonna hold on to that Wickless recruitment for later. I did do that one to myself. I was like, I'm gonna kill it, and then I was like, oh wait, I messed up. I am going to kill it myself now. You can't stop me. Then I'm going to click double Engulfed in Smokes here because that's good. I'm gonna mold back the encasement. I am going to resin removal up top. I'm going to play a damage shield morsel on bottom here just so it dies with that damage shield. I'm going to play some Old Magic activity. Then I put in the Molten Encasement. Then here's another morsel, sure. That morsel actually lives downstairs. That's amazing. That means I think he has to go downstairs. That's funny. Well, baited by morsel. It's okay. I mean, all of this is sufficient. We have it, right? We're okay. Getting the kill here is pretty cool. I can do Fade on middle, and she's cruising. I could actually just play her up here. And she's doing a casual extra 255. I really think I should, actually. We'll put her in front because she gets the Ember Drain here. I am going to ping myself. I think it's good. We just burn out this morsel. Why not? I guess I could self-ping here. Interesting. Sure. And then take some morsels upstairs. One dies, but it's okay. Right? There's no reason not to do that. We get a bunch of HP on Fade out of it. Yeah, we're okay. I think we win. I mean, of course we win. What am I talking about? Like, this is no fear. No fear whatsoever. Yeah, we got it. I'm not even remotely concerned. Now, sadly, I am going to get a friggin' damage shield, but whatever, man. Let's see. I could self-ping it and get it shot. That's pretty cool. Good stuff. Cool. We got it. Yeah, we're cascading. We have all the pieces. At this point, I'm just farming cash. Because money. We just reform because we can. Molten encasement. He even dies. It's amazing. Good work. Go team. We're at this point, I have like 15 stealth on the floor. We got it. I am going to play for cash because I think it's funny. I'm going to in-camp because I don't really care. And we're cruising. Cool. Good work. Go team. Awesome. It doesn't take many rounds to get through that. Feels pretty confident, I'll say. Cool. And we cruise this as well. I mean, this is going to look even better, I think. Because Patient is somewhat scary sometimes. Whereas I think Divinity is never scary. Hey, look, we did it. So, no self-pings. I get the engine upgrade, which I'll drop. I can Wickless Recruitment to stop the curse problem from happening. So, I mean, the curse. What's it called? Ember Drain. We will drop in first guy. Yes, he lands with the damage shield. I use the intrinsic stealth on him. Yes. I'm going to use the Wickless Recruitment to drop off that Ember Drain. Fade goes on this floor so that she dies. Good. I hold the Permafrost engulfed in smoke for the next draw. We plink downstairs. Our hope is to get rid of some of these damage shields. We get rid of 2 of them. Looks good. Okay. Good, good. This is great. We play Other Man now in the back for his damage shield. I then engulfed in smoke again. Good, and they have stabilized. I want to play Fade now because again, she dies. Hold the molded, spread out some of the armor from the old magics. And then we save the Umbra Stone, which is permafrosted for next turn, and we should be winning right now, right? I think this gets me the guaranteed win. Yes. Now, I need to be careful. Hold the molded here. I can resin removal this floor, which comfortably gets the rest of the kills, which is very good. I need one more death here. Do I drop Fade in? The damage shield here actually does good work. It means this third guy gets his lifesteal, but... or not his lifesteal, his damage shield. But I think we do this. We plink. Honestly, that plink is pretty killer. And then I can actually fit these rubble morsels down and they don't die, which is cool. That looks good. Now, Fade should go middle. I think she does good work. She opens up this front guy, which is great. I can comfortably play this Umbra Stone here, but I'm also okay not doing it. This is potentially the best way for me to deal with this conduit on bottom floor. That's true. Right? You just pop 1, pop 2. I could resin removal it, but I think this is true. We'll do that. And now we need to get rid of these morsels, so let them die here, and we chill on the Umberstone upstairs. Top floor had stabilized, so we're fine. I just need kills upstairs. It's the only trick. Cool. Umberstone causes this to cascade in a major way. Cool. And then we just engulfed in smoke the floor. How are we looking on Fade? Fade, I think, might consider elevatoring on chains here. I think that's true. Molded back the encasement here. So the encasement can take the damage shield because he burns out no matter what. He dies, actually. It's great. I want to elevator Fade on chains here. It's good. I think we should plink middle and plink middle. Any hits on the middle here are value. I don't care about... I'm going to save the engulfed in smoke here. It's fine. Yeah. Seems good. We get a lot of slays here. That's actually huge value for me. Cool. Armor goes in front for sure. We mold back the encasement. Play out the weight. I think we can take the damage shield up top. That's okay. Good. That's good. Yeah, we're pushing enough through. I want Fade elevatoring again. Good. She's doing 200 damage to chains here. I think that she represents a lot of value. I'm going to ping... Really, it doesn't matter upstairs what I'm pinging, actually. Just any damage kind of just does nothing here. I could save this engulfed in smoke, but I'd rather not redraw it. We have enough stealth. We're okay. So we're going to chill. I think we cruise from this point. We have gotten enough kills. I have lined up chains for death. Yeah, he's gone. Great work. Go team. The resin removal here is certainly on bottom floor. I don't feel like looking at them. I will engulf in smoke upstairs. I'm going to mold back the friend. It is fine taking this damage shield. I'm okay with it. How many hits come in? 1, 2, 12 damage. I'm fine with this, right? We'll just plop Fade on the floor, I think. Yeah, that's okay. Sure. May as well do Fade damage here. It's fine either way, I think. Vengeful Shard, oh no. I do want to... Yeah, we're chilling. Just keep the burnout, the morsels active. Get some damage shield, it's fine. We are chilling. Toss Fade some armor here for funsies. Otherwise, we put it all in the front, and I think we're okay. Yeah, once she does 300 damage, it no longer matters. She kills a friend, and then everything else goes out of control. So we are chilling. Yep. We mold back Mr. Encasement here. We just drop it because it doesn't matter. Seems good to me. Honestly, I could save 10 by shooting the Wilt Wings here. Sure, I don't really care all that much. None of these cards actually matter. Yeah, cool. None of this actually matters. Let's just play the Permafrost and chill, right? And then we are okay. Yeah, seems okay to me. I think we win next turn, actually. I don't know why I'm thinking this through so much. I think we just end turn here and we chill. Yeah, we have it. Cool. Here, I'm going to play the money cards because that's score or something. Money. It's good. I'm not playing cards. We got it. Good. Cool. Very strong. Big sludge. We love the sludge. Yeah, you know, this is kind of a whack run, but this is a great example of adapting to Capricious Reflection. At this point, it was just, what multi-strike are they going to give me, if anything? And they gave it to me on a Sludgemaster, so I said, okay, that wins, I suppose. Really? That's it? We'll go to the run summary. I'll mention what I'm thinking here. This is weird. but this totally gets it, right? It's Big Sludge's entire ability packed into a smaller package. The only real risk here is, oh no, 30 HP, but because on the floor where I made this decision, there was that intrinsic, no fear. No fear at all. We had it in the bag. The rest of this run was just freebies, right? I mean, look how much value Capricious Reflection gave me. It filled every single one of these cards with something. Obviously, some of these were like my starters, but it doesn't really matter all that much. We had space to put stuff in them anyway. I didn't even need the Endless thanks to the holdover for free unmolded, just so strong. Pyre Wall did great work. Think about all the damage I took early on that I didn't have to worry about going to my actual Pyre, thanks to Pyre Wall. A good starting relic here. Hammered Chestplates, mixed bag, but I do think I didn't end up needing that 5 HP, but it's security, right? And I'm okay with that. I think it added enough value. It made some awkward turns with Fade and some of these Molten encasements, but we were way ahead anyway, so it didn't matter. What else? Chain of Gems also kind of awkward, kind of good. Lost Luggage universally good here. Yeah, just some interesting picks. I think that these are also good security choices, the chest plates and the Chain of Gems. They're not necessary to win, but I do think the added value of their existence is worthwhile. Mask of Penumbra, it did represent free draw sometimes. I didn't need more draw, but you may as well. It's better than a removal at that point because I was, math. But the fact that we got our deck down to no primitive molds, 4 consume plinks, and only other cards I want to play is crazy. Resin removal, and honestly, even, where is this thing? Wickless Recruitment did fine. The Wickless Recruitment, I didn't need this. We didn't end up losing a friend, but again, because this is permafrost, I can kind of just sit on it if I don't want it. So it's actually just a one and done draw, and sometimes it's good. Like on Patient, I was like, okay, I don't want these melee weaknesses. So yeah, I think it did fine. Yeah, a lot of just fine, good stuff here. Thank you, Umberstone, for existing. Very cool. And yeah, that's a win. We take these. Eternal Flame, my least favorite Fade, but still, she's good. Turns out Fade is a strong unit. Anyway, I'll let you go there. It's 174 wins on the series, big number, and yeah, rock on. So hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.